Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you? I hope you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Alhamdulillah, I am also well. You have already got a class from our college. I have presented it, and today my second class with you. And today's class is on lesson 2 of your first unit. Our first unit is People or Institutions Making History, and our second lesson, the topic of today's discussion is Nelson Mandela from apartheid fighter to president. Our former topic was on the father of Bengali nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and our today's lesson is on Nelson Mandela, another great man of the world. Perhaps all of you know the name of Nelson Mandela. He was a great fighter of South Africa, and he fought for the black South Africans, especially for their political freedom. And in doing so, he spent a lot of time of his life behind the bars. Bar means imprisonment or prison. He was in imprisonment for about nearly 3 decades, that is 30 years. And this is of course a great event not only in his life but also in the life of all political prisoners. Actually, no man before him spent so much time in imprisonment, and it gave him a special identity. He became a special political prisoner in the world. And another important thing about his life is that he fought for the black South Africans and against the white South Africans to bring down apartheid. And it was a difficult task, of course, but he did it through non-violent movement. That is another important thing about him, that he fought against the white Africans, and he did it throughout his life for about 30 years. But he did it through non-violent movement, and he always avoided civil war. There were possibilities that because of his actions, a civil war could have been broken out in South Africa at the time, and this charismatic activities of Nelson Mandela gave him a celebrity sparkle in the whole world. Finally, when he became successful in this work in 1993, he was awarded Nobel Peace Prize. Another important thing in his life, and what was at last is that he became a president in 1994 from the black South Africans, and it was for the first time a black South African leader became president in South Africa. That was the end of his struggle, and in 2004 he left the public life. That is, he died in this year. Okay, thank you. I think this is enough for you to understand the lesson about Nelson Mandela. And now I want to tell you something about parts of his speech, and that is vocabulary. What you need most when you are going through a lesson or going through the text, then you have to remember that this lesson or this text is not only for the exam, not only to make a preparation for the exam, but also to learn the language. And you have to find out the vocabulary, or you have to find out the synonyms, antonyms, or the derivatives of word from the first paper always. Okay, now I show you how to find out the synonyms and antonyms and the derivatives of a word. And of course you have to do it again and again if you want to develop your language, or if you want to increase your vocabulary. And of course this is a part of your lesson. Okay, now I show you how to find out the synonyms and antonyms and the derivatives of a word from the text, and you have to do this work very much for your increasement of the language and for your betterment in English. Okay, let's go. Suppose a word freedom. This word is very much common to you, all of you. Freedom. We all know freedom means in Bengali mukti. This is a noun, of course. We all know freedom means mukti, and it's a noun. Now we will find out the derivatives first. Okay, we know free, a verb from this word. We know free. Free means mukto kora in Bengali. Mukto kora when it is verb. Again, sometimes free can be used as adjective. Free is also used as adjective. Then the meaning of it is mukto. It's now an adjective or adjective. Again, if we take it as adjective or adjective, then there can be an adverb from free, that is freely. Freely. In Bengali, mukto bhabe. This is an adverb. In this way, we can find out the derivatives of a word, and of course we have to take help from the dictionary. And now it's our great pleasure that all of us have dictionaries in our smartphones. In our smartphone, we can use the apps for dictionary and dictionary apps, and these are very much helpful. Even I also use this always. And now we have to find out the synonyms and antonyms. First, we will find out the synonyms. Freedom. Freedom means mukti. The synonyms can be freedom, liberty. Liberty can be a synonym of it. Then there is similar another word, that is independence. Independence. Again, there is another word in your text in the lesson of Nelson Mandela, that is emancipation. Emancipation. If you find out synonyms in this way, then it will of course help you very much, and you will be able to answer the MCQ questions of your first paper question in the MCQ question of your first paper, and it is of course a part in in your all classes from class 6 to 11. Again, now if we try to find out the antonyms, then we get antonyms. Suppose it can be restriction, bondage. There is another word similar, that is enslavement. You know, slave means dash in Bengali. Enslavement dashe porinoto kora, and enslavement dashatto. Then from the word freedom, we get three popular synonyms. Those are liberty, independence, and emancipation. Again, in the same way, we get three popular antonyms. Those are restriction or bondage or enslavement. In this way, if we find out the synonyms and antonyms of all the words which are known and unknown, then it will help us in many ways. It will help us very much to increase our vocabulary, what is most needed for increasing or for learning a language. Though the students always think that the grammar helps them to learn a language most, but actually not grammar. You have to first earn the language, and when you have a great vocabulary, then only language can be increased in you. And then grammar can be helpful for you. But if you don't have a great vocabulary or a big store of vocabulary, then grammar will not be able to. Grammar will also not be able to help you in find out the meanings of a passage, or in writing something freely, or in completing your with clue, without clue, or even you can face difficulties in doing in filling the gaps of article or preposition. if you have a shortage of vocabulary. So you have to first increase your vocabulary, and if you want to do this, then you have to find out the synonyms, antonyms, or other derivatives of a word from the very beginning of your intermediate first year. Okay, thank you very much. I hope you will my class will help you a lot, and okay, good luck. Thank you.